Hello class 12th. Today I am going to talk uh, one more phenomena associated with induction, that is called self-induction. Especially in this chapter of electromagnetic induction, as already discussed, that whenever a flux associated with the coil changes, varied means either increasing or decreasing, then induced EMF is produced. Any potential difference between the two end, open end will be produced. And if you connect both the ends, then current starts flowing. And associated with these, Faraday's gave three laws, and he said, number one, whenever a flux associated with the coil varied, induced EMF is produced, and this induced EMF remains as long the flux is changing. Number two, the amount of induced EMF produced is directly proportional to negative of rate of change of flux associated with the coil. Number three, the direction of induced current is such that it opposes the cause which produces it. This is Lenz law. This is very important law in this one, and this explains why the current is produced, why the EMF is produced when a flux is varied. Okay. Consequently, we have discussed how many ways you can produce EMF and current in the coil. So you need to know that EMF is produced whenever the flux is varied, and flux depends on three factors: area of the coil, the magnetic field, and angle between area vector of the coil and magnetic field. So if you change area, induced EMF is produced. If you change magnetic field, induced EMF is produced. If you change angle theta, induced EMF is produced. Already we have discussed two cases of changing EMF, changing area associated with the coil and changing the angle. Today's phenomena is called self-induction. Self, if you say self, मतलब स्वतः खुद ही, okay? Then what happens exactly? When a current flows through a coil, it produces magnetic field around it, and hence magnetic flux is linked with the coil. If the current through the coil is changed, the flux linked with the coil also changes. Therefore, an induced EMF is set up in the coil, and induced EMF flows through it besides the main current. According to Lenz law, this induced current will oppose the cause which produces it. And what is the cause? Change of the main current. When the main current is increased, the induced current flows opposite to the main current and opposes the increase of the main current. When the main current is decreased, then the induced current flows in the same direction. Okay. Now let us see in the diagram. We have taken a coil of some number of turns connected with battery and a key. Okay. When the key is switched off, no problem, no current is flowing. But soon you just join it, the current starts increasing from 0 to maximum. You know that when the coil has a current, it produces its magnetic field, it works as a solenoid or single coil or something, whatever you can call it. This magnetic field will have magnetic flux, and magnetic flux will depend on current, and since the current is increasing, therefore the flux associated with this coil is also increasing. This increasing flux produces induced current, which is opposite to the direction of main current or battery current. Battery current is in this direction and value is increasing from 0 to maximum, and induced current will be opposite in this direction. Okay, what will happen? The result, the growth of the battery current will be slowed down. It will take time. It will be delayed to become a maximum values. Okay, in the second diagram you can see here, the current becomes maximum, the current becomes maximum, then just switch off the battery, switch off the key. Okay, what will happen? The current starts decreasing from maximum to 0. During this process, the magnetic field will decrease, the flux will decrease, and decreasing flux will again induce an EMF and current in the same coil, okay, which is in the direction of current because it has to oppose the decrease of current. Then in the first direction, in diagram you can see, when the current is increasing, induced current is produced, but opposite to the direction of battery current or main current. When the current is decreased from maximum to 0, then induced current is again produced, but it is in opposite direction. It is in the same direction such that it opposes the decrease of the main current or battery current. This phenomena of electromagnetic induction, in which on changing the current in a coil and opposing induced EMF is set up in that very coil, is called self-induction. Again I am repeating, the phenomena of electromagnetic induction in which on changing the current in a coil and opposing induced EMF is set up in the same coil, and this phenomena is called self-induction, and the induced EMF produced is called back EMF, is known as back EMF. Okay, then I think definition is clear to you. Then we can say that when the current in the coil is switched on, self-induction opposes the growth of current. When the current is switched off, self-induction opposes the decay of or decrease of current. This is why self-induction is always going to oppose either increase of current or decrease of current. Now let us define how to calculate this self-induction of the coil, that is coefficient of self-induction. Coefficient of induction. Okay, so suppose this coil has n turn, although it is 6 in number, it is 8 in number, but in general we can take number of turn in the coil is I, n. Let coil has n number of turn and carries a current I. Let phi be the magnetic flux associated with the coil. Then at any instant, total flux of coil is proportional to current in coil. Clear? That is phi proportional to I, then phi equal to Li, where L is proportionality constant. L is proportionality constant and is called coefficient of self induction. We can define this coefficient of self induction, that is L equal to phi upon I. If I equal to 1 ampere, L equal to phi, that is coefficient of self induction is equal to total flux associated when current is 1 ampere. We can also get one more definition of self induction. You can see this equation 1, phi equal to Li. So if you differentiate equation 1, phi equal to Li, then what we get? We get, okay, d phi by dt equal to L di by dt. Since d phi by dt equal to E induced, we are taking numerical value only, then E induced equal to L di by dt. This is equation 2, and from here you can define E induced upon di by dt. If di by dt equal to 1 ampere per second, then L equal to induced. Then again we can have one more definition, that is coefficient of self induction is equal to induced EMF when rate of change of current is 1 ampere per second. Okay, then we got two definitions. Now we can take up the unit of this self induction. Then since the unit can be obtained from the formula itself, and what formula says, L equal to phi upon I. Phi is Weber upon ampere. Okay, second is E induced upon di by dt. E induced is volt, di by dt is ampere per second. It becomes volt second per ampere. Okay, the SI unit is Henry, represented as capital H, and dimension is ML2 T minus 2 A minus 2. Okay, let us revise it again. What is this? Whenever a current is flowing through the coil, as you can see in this diagram, and current is varied, then a induced current is produced in the same coil. Okay, if the current is increasing, induced current will oppose the increasing current, opposite in direction. If the current is decreasing, consequent battery current, then induced current will be produced again, but this will oppose the decrease of current, and hence the direction of induced current will be same as the battery current or main current. This phenomena is called self-induction. This is called self-induction, and we can define the value of self-induction, that is called coefficient of self-induction. Suppose the coil has N turn, it has current I, and phi is the total flux associated with it. Then the coil, then at any instant total flux of the coil is proportional to current in the coil, phi proportional to I, so phi equal to Li. This L is a proportionality constant and is called coefficient of self-induction. That is L equal to phi upon I. If I equal to 1 ampere, then L equal to phi. That is, the coefficient of self-induction is equal to total flux associated when current in the coil is 1 ampere. Okay. If you differentiate this equation 1, this one, then we get, okay, d phi by dt equal to L di by dt. Since from Faraday's laws, d phi by dt will be equal to induced EMF, numerical value है, डायरेक्शन नेगेटिव आंसर नहीं ले रहे हैं. Then E induced equal to L di by dt or L equal to E induced upon di by dt. So if di by dt equal to 1 ampere per second, then L equal to E induced. Then we can define it. Coefficient of self-induction is equal to induced EMF produced in the coil when rate of change of current is 1 ampere per second. Clear? कोई समस्या तो नहीं किसी को? Now we can get unit. Okay, you can get the unit from here. From first equation, L equal to phi upon I. Phi unit is Weber, I unit is ampere. Second equation, E induced upon di by dt. E induced is volt upon ampere per second. This volt becomes volt second per ampere. Then you can have important part, that is SI unit of self-induction is Henry, represented as capital S, and its dimension is ml2 t minus 2 a minus 2. Okay, कितना ml2 t minus 2 a minus 2. Okay, I hope you would have understood. Thank you very much.